Alexander the Great, king of Macedonia from 336 to 323 BC, was a military mastermind who carved out one of the largest empires the world had ever seen. His accomplishments are truly great, and his life story is fascinating. Here's a quick rundown. Brilliant military leader, Alexander was undefeated in battle. He employed innovative tactics and inspired fierce loyalty in his troops. Vast empire, he conquered the Achaemenid Persian Empire, stretching his domain from Greece to northwestern India. Cultural exchange, Alexander blended Greek and Persian cultures, fostering a new Hellenistic civilization. Legacy, his empire fractured after his death, but Hellenistic kingdoms continued to spread Greek influence for centuries. Early life and rise to power. Born in 356 BCE in Pella, Macedonia, Alexander was tutored by the great philosopher Aristotle. He ascended the throne at the young age of 20 after his father's assassination. Alexander quickly quelled rebellions in Greece and embarked on his Grand Asian campaign. Conquest of Persia. In 334 BCE, Alexander invaded the Achaemenid Persian Empire. He defeated the Persian king, Darius III, at a series of battles, including Issus and Gaugamela. Within a decade, he had conquered the entirety of the Persian Empire. Further exploration and death. Alexander didn't stop there. He marched into Egypt, where he was declared pharaoh. He then led his army into parts of Central Asia and India. However, after years of campaigning, his troops were weary, and he turned back. Alexander died in Babylon in 323 BCE at the age of 32, from an unknown illness. Though his empire fractured after his death, his legacy lived on. The Hellenistic kingdoms that arose from the ashes of his empire spread Greek culture throughout the region for centuries. Further exploration. If you'd like to delve deeper, you can explore these resources. Alexander the Great, king of Macedonia from 336 to 323 BC, was a legendary military leader and empire builder. Here's a glimpse into his accomplishments and life. Accomplishments. Conquest. Launched a decade-long military campaign that stretched across Western Asia, parts of South Asia, and Egypt. By 30, he had forged one of history's largest empires, reaching from Greece to northwestern India. Military brilliance. Renowned for his innovative battle tactics and strategies, he repeatedly defeated larger Persian forces. Victories at Issus and Gaugamela are prime examples. Cultural diffusion. Alexander blended Greek and conquered cultures, fostering a new Hellenistic civilization. He founded cities like Alexandria, which became centers of learning. Biography. Early life, 356–336 BC, born in Pella, Macedonia, to King Philip II. Tutored by the great philosopher Aristotle, sparking his interest in various fields. Rise to power, 336 BC, ascended the throne at 20 after his father's assassination. Quickly quelled rebellions in Greece and established his authority. Persian conquest, 334–330 BC, launched his invasion of the Achaemenid Persian Empire, defeating Darius III and conquering the vast empire. Eastern campaigns, 327–325 BC, advanced further east, reaching parts of present-day Afghanistan and Pakistan. Faced challenges like soldier discontent and tough terrain. Death, 323 BC, died at Babylon at the young age of 32, likely from illness or poisoning. His vast empire fractured amongst his generals. Legacy. Alexander's conquests not only shaped the ancient world but also left a lasting impact. His legacy includes the spread of Greek culture and language across a vast region, the founding of cities that became major centers of trade and learning, the development of new military strategies and technologies. Alexander's life continues to fascinate us today. His ambition, leadership, and military genius are legendary, but his ruthlessness and treatment of conquered people are also debated. Alexander the Great, king of Macedonia from 336 to 323 BC, was a legendary military leader and empire builder. Here's a summary of his accomplishments and life. Military genius. Conquered the vast Achaemenid Persian Empire, stretching from Greece to northwestern India. Known for his brilliant tactics and strategies, defeating larger Persian forces in battles like Issus and Gaugamela. Inspired fierce loyalty in his troops, who followed him on a relentless military campaign across Asia for over a decade. Empire building. Established one of the largest empires in history, stretching from Greece to the Indus Valley. Founded numerous cities, including Alexandria in Egypt, which became a major center of Hellenistic culture. Aimed to create a blend of Greek and Persian cultures, though this aspect was less successful. Early life and rise to power. Born in 356 BC to King Philip II of Macedonia and Olympias. Tutored by the great philosopher Aristotle, who instilled in him a love of learning and strategy. Became king at the age of 20 after his father's assassination. Quickly secured his hold on power by quelling rebellions in Greece. Legacy. Alexander's conquests ushered in the Hellenistic period, marked by the spread of Greek culture throughout the Near East and Asia. His military strategies are still studied today. Though his empire fractured after his death, his achievements continue to inspire awe. Digging deeper into Alexander the Great. Controversies and complexities. Treatment of civilians. While hailed as a brilliant leader, Alexander's conquests were brutal. The Siege of Tyre, which lasted 7 months, involved the massacre of many civilians. The destruction of Persepolis, a magnificent Persian capital, remains a debated act. Motivation for conquest. Historians debate Alexander's true motives. Some believe he desired personal glory and the creation of a vast empire. Others argue he aimed to spread Greek culture or liberate Greek cities from Persian rule. Failed unification. Alexander's dream of uniting Greeks and Persians proved challenging. Cultural differences and resentment towards Macedonian rule led to tensions. Personal life. Hephaestion. Alexander's relationship with his close companion Hephaestion has been the subject of much speculation. Some historians believe it was a romantic partnership, while others see it as a strong friendship. Family. Alexander had a tumultuous relationship with his mother, Olympias. He married Roxane, a Bactrian noblewoman, after conquering her homeland. His son, Alexander IV, was just a child when he died and never truly ruled. Legacy beyond military conquests. Spread of Hellenistic culture. Alexander's conquests facilitated the spread of Greek language, philosophy, and art throughout the Near East and Asia. This fusion of cultures, known as Hellenism, had a lasting impact on the development of Western civilization. Scientific advancement. Alexander's scientific curiosity and patronage of scholars led to advancements in astronomy, mathematics, and geography. Greek scholars traveled with his army, documenting the lands they encountered. Infrastructure development. The cities Alexander founded became important centers of trade and commerce. His efforts to improve infrastructure, such as building roads and bridges, facilitated communication and trade across his vast empire. These are some of the more nuanced aspects of Alexander's story. He was a complex and controversial figure, but his undeniable impact on history continues to be studied and debated today. Digging deeper into Alexander the Great. Controversies and complexities. Treatment of civilians. While hailed as a brilliant leader, Alexander's conquests were brutal. The Siege of Tyre and the destruction of Persepolis are examples of the violence inflicted on civilians. Motivation for conquest. Historians debate Alexander's motives. Was it a desire to liberate Greeks from Persian rule, a personal quest for glory, or a mix of factors? Failed unification. Alexander's dream of uniting Greek and Persian cultures proved challenging. Cultural clashes and mistrust persisted. Personal life. Family and relationships. Alexander had a complex relationship with his mother, Olympias. He married Roxane, a Bactrian noblewoman, later in his life. Hephaestion. His close relationship with his childhood friend Hephaestion has been interpreted as romantic by some scholars. Diadochi Wars. The power struggles between his generals after his death resulted in decades of warfare. Alexander's legacy in different cultures. Greek perspective. He was seen as a hero who spread Greek culture. Persian view. He was viewed as a conqueror who destroyed the Achaemenid Empire. Islamic world. Scholars like al-Biruni admired his military strategies. Further exploration. Explore ancient sources. Plutarch's Life of Alexander is a popular biography, though it contains biases. Arrian's Anabasis of Alexander is another source. Modern scholarship. Read works by historians like Peter Green, Elizabeth Bainham, or Ian Worthington for a deeper understanding of Alexander's life and times. These are just some additional points to consider. Is there a specific aspect of Alexander's life or work you'd like to focus on? Digging deeper into Alexander the Great. Controversies and complexities. Treatment of civilians. While hailed as a brilliant leader, Alexander's conquests were brutal. The siege of Tyre and the destruction of Persepolis remain controversial acts of violence against civilians. Motives for conquest. Historians debate Alexander's motivations. Was it a simple desire for conquest, a pan-Hellenic dream to unite Greeks and Persians, or a personal quest for glory? Treatment of Persia. Despite his ambition to blend cultures, Alexander sometimes favored Macedonians over Persians. This caused resentment and hampered his dream of a unified empire. Personal life. Hephaestion. Alexander had a close relationship with his companion Hephaestion, often interpreted as romantic by some historians. Family. Alexander married Roxane, a Bactrian noblewoman, and had a son, Alexander IV. However, their deaths during the power struggles after his own marked a tragic end to his lineage. Legacy beyond military conquests. Spread of Hellenistic culture. Alexander's conquests facilitated the spread of Greek language, philosophy, and art throughout his empire. This Hellenistic culture had a lasting impact on the ancient world. Science and exploration. Alexander's scientific curiosity and thirst for knowledge led to advancements in fields like geography, zoology, and botany. Scientists accompanied his army and documented the flora and fauna of newly explored regions. Trade and urbanization. His conquests opened new trade routes and led to the establishment of numerous cities, boosting commerce and cultural exchange across a vast region. Further exploration. You might be interested in the debates surrounding the Gordian Knot legend and its connection to Alexander's conquests. Explore the various depictions of Alexander the Great throughout history, from a valiant hero to a ruthless conqueror. Is there a specific aspect of Alexander's life or work you'd like to delve into further?